In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on January 8, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Baltimore Ravens versus Cincinnati Bengals. The Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals meet Sunday in Week 18 NFL action at Packer Stadium. The Baltimore Ravens have split their last 6 games. The Cincinnati Bengals have won 7 straight games. Baltimore is 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games and 1-6-1 against the spread in their last 8 games against the AFC. The under is 5-0 in Baltimore's last 5 games. Cincinnati is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 35-16 against the spread in their last 51 games. The under is 4-1 in Cincinnati's last 5 games. The road team is 6-2 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 8 head-to-head meetings. The Bengals were in firm control of the game last week before a near tragedy occurred and the game was stopped. Cincinnati has been playing their best football over the last month, and the Bengals come into this game on a 7-game winning streak. Tyler Huntley has been inconsistent since taking over for Jackson, and the Ravens have struggled on both sides of the ball over their last 6 games. Baltimore is 3-3 during that period. The Ravens are also having issues on defense. Baltimore has struggled to defend the run during this tough stretch. The Bengals can still get the 2 seed if they win and the Bills lose, while Baltimore has nothing of significance to play for. The Bengals are firmly planted in the postseason, but they are still playing for seeding, and I am sure they will want to play their starters after only playing a few minutes last week. Baltimore is also in the postseason, but is a wild card, and they have questions surrounding their quarterback situation. Lamar Jackson has been ruled out, but Tyler Huntley is listed as questionable, so it will be interesting if Huntley cannot play. So the Cincinnati Bengals to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This total, which is below the key number of 41, tells me that it's going to be tough for it to stay under unless one team just dominates defensively. The first meeting between the 2 teams ended in a 19-17 Baltimore win. The Ravens' defense should always be respected, but they have faced only 3 offenses this year that are currently in the top 12 of total offense on the season in Miami, Jacksonville, and Tampa Bay, to whom they gave up 42, 28, and 22, respectively. Cincinnati's offense has been on fire over the last 7 games, and in all of those it has won and covered. The Bengals have only been held under 360 yards in 1 game over that span. There's little concern that the Bengals can do their part here to clear this low total. If the Ravens get to 17, this will almost certainly go past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Texans versus Indianapolis Colts. The Colts and Texans opened the season with a 20-20 tie, and now, 17 weeks later, they close the season with 2 of the worst records in the NFL. The Texans had the worst record at 2-13-1, while the Colts aren't far behind at 4-11-1. Houston is 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 division games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games against a team with a losing record, while the under is 6-2 in their last 8 games as an underdog. Indianapolis is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a losing record, while the under is 9-2 in their last 11 games as a favorite. While the Texans have had a tough season overall, in the last month they've covered the spread in 3 of their 4 games. Compare that to the Colts, who are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. With Indianapolis missing QB Nick Foles and RB Jonathan Taylor, there are far fewer threats for Houston to game plan for compared to their matchup in Week 1. The Colts have a lower points per play ratio and also allow more on defense. There are no playoff stakes, and the Texans seem to be in better form recently. They covered in Week 1, and I see them doing it a second time in Week 18. I get why Indianapolis is favored here, as a win could potentially knock Houston out from the number 1 overall pick spot in the upcoming draft. However, Lovie Smith coaches his guys up to the final whistle of every game and is not going to have his guys roll over for a draft pick. The Colts are a mess. They don't know what to do at the quarterback position, and I'd say the Texans are the better team right now. So the Houston Texans to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. These two teams have not found much success this season and will face off in their last game of the season. Indianapolis has lost 6 games in a row, with 3 of their last 4 coming by 27, 17, and 35 points. Houston had a 3-game stretch where they were playing well and even got a win against Tennessee, but was absolutely dominated last week by Jacksonville. I believe that we are going to see both sides play loose and take some shots. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Jets versus Miami Dolphins. Miami will try to keep its playoff hopes alive when it hosts the New York Jets during the final week of the regular season on Sunday afternoon. The Dolphins need a win and a New England loss to make the postseason. New York is riding a 5-game losing streak and has already been eliminated from playoff contention. The Jets are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 on grass and 9-21 against the spread in their last 30 versus the AFC East. New York is 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 in January. Meanwhile, the Dolphins are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 versus the AFC East and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 on grass. Miami is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 after an against the spread win. New York's defense has been legitimately good, and it won't be an easy look for whichever quarterback ends up suiting up for Miami. The Jets are ranked 8th in sack rate and hold opposing quarterbacks to the 2nd least passing yards per game. They allow the 3rd least touchdowns per game at 1.9. Meanwhile, the Dolphins give up 2.8 touchdowns per game and 0.38 points per play. New York has the edge defensively and with penalties, and I trust defense and discipline to win out over the 3rd-string quarterback for Miami. So the New York Jets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. New York's offense has been dreadful down the stretch of the regular season, and I do not expect that to change with motivation being an issue on Sunday afternoon. The Jets have been flipping between mediocre, injured quarterbacks, and they are facing a motivated Miami defense that is trying to earn a playoff berth. On the other side of the field, the Dolphins have quarterback issues of their own, so there should be a heavy dose of running from both teams. This will lead to a running clock. This is an extension of Miami missing 2 quarterbacks and New York's offensive struggles this season. You're asking a lot from 3rd-string quarterback Skylar Thompson with your postseason hopes on the line. The total has gone under 4 games in a row for the Jets and is 11 out of 16 games on the season overall. The under has also hit in 6 of the Dolphins' last 7 home games. Circumstances and trends are giving me a lot of confidence in this being a lower-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.